Ayo, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. So, we are going to be talking about the election. We have Joe Biden dropping out. Kamala is the presumptive nominee. Trump is the Republican nominee. So, let's go through the states. Let's go through the map and see what I think is going to happen. My last reaction video to how I think the presidential election is going to go did really well in the views. Got over 2,000 views, but got downvoted into oblivion. So we'll see how this one goes. So let's actually change the names. So we got Kamala Harris. She's the presumptive nominee. Democrats have been coalescing behind her. We got Donald Trump in red. Trump has already chosen his VP candidate, J.D. Vance. Kamala Harris has a short list, but let's go through our states. Solid blue first. Oops, not Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is battleground. Virginia, all the way up to Maine. We got Connecticut, Rhode Island, D.C. Alright, those are the solid blue states, solid red states. We basically have this election coming down to about 5 or 6 different battlegrounds. Yeah, that's about it, actually. I don't know. I mean, New Hampshire's kind of battleground, but I'll put Nebraska second, Maine second. So it's basically 226 to 235. There's basically 6 battleground states. Technically, I only think there's 5, but because I think Nevada is lean blue. So basically, there are 5. It's basically 232, 235. Basically, it's just even. I mean, there's really only 5 battleground states. There are 71 votes up for debate or up for the taking, depending on what term you want to use. All right, let's start in Arizona. If Kamala Harris chooses Mark Kelly as her VP pick, I could see Arizona being lean blue. I still think Arizona is lean blue because it has trended blue ever since 2016. In 2016, Arizona had 2 Republican senators, Republican governor, and voted for Donald Trump. In 2022, 2 Democratic senators, a Democratic governor, and voted for Biden in 2020. So I still think Arizona is lean blue. I think if Kamala Harris chooses Mark Kelly, then I think it increases the probability of Arizona going blue. All right, let's go. We got 243, 235. I think Wisconsin goes light red. Wisconsin's one of those states that's very competitive. 2018, 2022, Governor Tony Evers was elected and re-elected, but I think Wisconsin's trending to the right. I think much of the upper Midwest is trending to the right. Much of the Sun Belt is trending leftward ever so slightly. The upper Rust Belt's trending to the right ever so slightly. So we're basically at 243, 245. We're basically even. So it comes down to 3 states: Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia. I think Pennsylvania and Michigan are a lot alike in the fact that 2016 they both voted Republican narrowly, but ever since then they've trended back to left. 2018 They both had Democratic governors. Gretchen Whitmer was elected. Governor Wolf was reelected. 2020 voted for Biden, and 2022 Governor Gretchen Whitmer was reelected. Governor Shapiro was elected. So if Kamala Harris chooses Governor Shapiro, then I think Pennsylvania goes light blue. But I still think Pennsylvania and Michigan are trending back to the left, more or less. Because if you look at 2022, the midterms, there was supposed to be this massive red wave. It didn't really happen. It was more of a red trickle than a red wave. 2022, Democrats did really well in Michigan. Re-elected Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Won the state house and state senate. It was a very narrow majority, but a majority nonetheless. And then let's talk about Georgia. Georgia is one of those states that can honestly go either way, but I'm going to put it as lean blue. I think 293, 245 is realistic. I think Trump has a possibility of winning multiple of these states, 3 of 5, 3 of 6, but honestly, I feel like the media is really coalescing and consolidating around Kamala Harris. I think she wins narrowly. That's a very real possibility. So, I still think if you are the incumbent party in the White House, you have a good advantage. You have the incumbency, whether it's Biden or Harris at the top of the ticket, you still have a good chance of winning. Personally, I think Michigan and Pennsylvania lean to the left. Wisconsin leans to the right. Arizona's lean to the left. And I think Georgia and Wisconsin are ones that I can't really get a read on, but that's kind of what I think. And also, Trump has a lot of issues with attracting suburban voters. And I feel like Biden has had some really good advantages over Trump in that area. I think a lot of suburban voters will, I don't know if they'll flock to Kamala Harris, but I think they'll like the fact that she's younger than Trump. So I think she wins. I think she wins narrowly. I can also see this very narrow wins across the upper Midwest. You never know. Honestly, there's a whole wide range of possibilities with 3 battlegrounds, 2 battlegrounds, 5 overall. Basically, the election is going to come down to 5 states: Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. And I feel like Kamala Harris can really energize the base of Democratic voters enough to really turn out the vote in Detroit, in Milwaukee, in Philly, in Georgia, in Atlanta, Georgia, and in Phoenix. So technically, if she does really well in energizing that base, it could literally be the exact same election as it was 4 years ago. But we will see. Hopefully, we'll see her VP pick in the next week or so. We'll see how that goes. Personally, I think she should pick either Kelly in Arizona. I think Bashir as a governor in a red state would be a really good choice, really good pick. Shapiro, but I still think the Democrats have the advantage because they have the White House, and the party in power usually has the advantage going into an election year. So we'll see how it goes, but that's just my take as of right now. Will it be true? Who knows? We will find out. So I'm going to sign off, and I will see you on the next video. Deuces.